Today we are going to solve a problem from December 2024 SFM paper. SFM paper bond valuation problem. This is another kind of problem we face in exam. Right. Okay. What they are asking. Paulson Limited has issued a convertible bond with a face value of 1 lakh. Right. The bond pays a coupon rate of 6% per annum and with interest payments made semi-annually. The bond has a 3 term which is 3 years and will be redeemed at 1,10,000 at maturity. Okay, the bond is valued at 1,10,000 at maturity. Alternatively, they are providing 50 shares at the end of third year term. Okay, or else he can either redeem at premium, redeem the bond at premium, or he can get back the shares, 50 shares. Okay, and the required rate of the return is 12% per annum. What the required rate of return of Paulson Limited is, sorry, not a Paulson Limited, the actual market IRR, no, that is 12% per annum. Then currently the share price of Paulson Limited is 2000 and the shares are expected to grow at, which is growth rate is 8%, and the shares also pay an annual dividend of 50 each. They are the shares is paying 50 each for every year. Okay, 50 per share for every year, right? And also they have given the PV factor. What they asked us to find out is what's the value of the bond, okay, considering the time value of money, and what's the value of share at conversion. What would be the value of share that we are receiving at maturity, and what's the value of conversion option. What's the uh, what's the total no value of shares that we are going to get in maturity, and also considering the dividends we are going to receive if we have invested in shares. Okay, that we are going to find out here, right? And we are going to say which is the more beneficial option for the bondholder, right? Let's get into the problem. I have just picturized the question here, and we have Paulson Limited is issuing the convertible bonds. The face value is 1 lakh, coupon rate 6%, life 3 years, maturity value is 1,10,000. 50 shares we are receiving at the maturity of as an option, and growth rate is 8%, right? Then the current market price, though, the market value today for the one share per is 2000, and the annual dividend we are receiving is rupees 250 each, right? The first thing we have to find out is uh, value of the bond. Okay, value of the bond. What we have to do, very simple. We saw in history problem also. Value of bond. What's the value of the bond? 0. Timeline we'll draw. We are receiving the interest semi-annually. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. What we are investing? The face value of the shares is 1 lakh, and we are receiving 6% of 6% coupon rate. Then 1 lakh into 6% is 6,000. Then semi-annually we will receive 3,000, which is 1 lakh rupees into 6% into 6 by 12, right? 3,000, 3,000 we are receiving for all the semi-annual periods, and also at the maturity period we will receive the interest amount of 3,000. Also we will get 1,10,000 if we redeem the bond at redeem the bond at premium. Okay, right? Okay, now what's the PV for 6 at what's the bond rate is 3%, since semi-annual for the period 6 years, sorry, 6 term, right? We have to add all these line items. Wait, before that, the required rate of return for the bond is 12% per annum. Then what would be our PVIFA? PVIFA should take the required rate of return, not the no, not the coupon rate. So we we misassume that the coupon rate and the no required rate of return are same, but both are different values. So required rate of return is 12 percentage. So considering the semi-annual value, that would be 6 percentage then, right? 6 percentage, 6 term, which is we have to total up these 6 values, that is PVIFA, and this is PVIF for the 60 year, right? This value. Now we have to total up 0.943 plus 0.89 plus 0.84 plus 0.792. Okay, the PVIFA is 4.917, and the PVIF for the 60-year period is sixth period is 0.705. Okay, 3000 into 1,10,000. Okay, 14,759, 1,10,000 into 0.705, which is 77,550. Total up, we'll get the value of the bond. This is the value of the bond. That's it. 92,301. Now we'll calculate the value of share at conversion. Value of share at maturity. At conversion means at the conversion time, at maturity. Okay. What's the present value of the share, which is 2000, right? What's the future value, that we don't know. What's the growth rate? Growth rate, you know, which is 8 percentage. So FV is equal to PV into 1 plus R, the whole power n. We know the period is 3 years, right? Now the future value is that we don't know. PV is 2000, 1 plus growth rate is 0.8, whole power 3, right? Now 0.8 into 1.08 into 1.08 into 2000, which is 2519 is the future value of one share, right? Now multiply with 50, which is around 1,25,971 is the value of share at conversion, right? We found both the things. Now what else we have? We have the value of we have to find out the value of conversion option. Now what they are asking is value of conversion options, in the sense value of conversion option. Instead of bonds, what if I completely invest in shares? How much I get as a dividend, and also at the considering the growth rate, what would be the share price after the 3 years? That we have to find out, and comparing both the bonds and shares in the same scale, and we have to find out and choose the best option, that we are going to do it here. So value of conversion option, right? Now what's the dividend, present value of dividends that we are going to receive is 50 shares we have into, we are getting dividend for every share is rupees 50, and what's the growth rate? Growth rate is this. Sorry, not the growth rate. This we have to no discount it. To discount it, we have to use this not the growth rate, that is the required rate. Required rate is 12 percentage. So What's the required rate at 12 percentage for 3 year period is 0.893 plus 0.797 plus 0.712, which is 2.402. So incorporate into this calculation 2.402, then into 50 into 50, which is 6005 is the present value of dividends. What's the present value of shares? Share value, which is what we are going to get, is this is the share value we are going to get considering the growth factor. So 125971 into 2 point, sorry, we have to use the PVIF in the sense only the third period value, which is 0.712, 0.712, considering this 125971 into 0.712, which is 86, sorry, 89691. Right, now total up this is the value of shares. Okay, value of shares at the end of 3 year period, considering the considering including the dividend value also. Okay, right, 6005 plus 89691, which is 95696 is the value of shares. Okay, value of shares at conversion, sorry, value of conversion option. Okay, this is the value of shares and this is the value of bond. So what's the ultimate thing which gives us more benefit? Obviously the shares, right? So what we have to advise here is the bondholder should choose to convert the bonds for the 50%, 50 shares at the third year maturity, right? So he should not opt for redemption at premium of bond at 1,10,000. Instead he can opt for shares. That's the conclusion. Shares, converting into shares is the good option here. That's we have to advise it. That's the problem. We same kind of problem, if we have anything like that, this would be same like this, and we can solve any kind of problem in this area. Thank you.